What if everything you think you are is just a disguise? What if your name, your body, your personality, even your memories are just the clothing your true self decided to wear for a brief cosmic moment? You are not a human being searching for a spiritual experience. You are pure consciousness, infinite and timeless, temporarily wrapped in human form. This body you call yours, it's not you. It's a sacred tool, cosmic technology on loan from the universe itself. A high-frequency vessel designed to carry your essence through the physical plane. But somewhere along the way, you forgot. The ancient wisdom of the Emerald Tablets. The truths you're about to hear come from one of the oldest spiritual records known to humanity, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, also known as Thoth the Atlantean. His wisdom is older than the pyramids predating all modern religion. In Africa, he was revered as Tahuti. In Greece, he was called Thoth. To the Indian mystics, he was Trilokinath or Triloinagi. The Olmec and Mayan civilizations knew him as Kukulkan or Quetzalcoatl. And in the Roman and European alchemical traditions, he appears as Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great one. These tablets carry knowledge from 36,000 to over 40,000 years ago, long before the world was divided by language, culture, or religion. And yet this wisdom speaks louder than ever because cosmic laws don't age. They don't expire. As Tahuti wrote, "As I to thee am God by my knowledge, so ye too shall be gods of the future because of your knowledge far above theirs." Now the words may sound old, archaic even. That's because the version you're hearing is a translation in Old English used to convey ancient vibrational meanings. But these tablets were created before even Latin was imagined, before human civilization as we know it even existed. Let's begin with the first lesson. Lesson 1, consciousness precedes physical form. Your body is not who you are. It is a vessel, a container, like a cup holding water. The cup may change shape, it may break, but the water, your consciousness, remains. You are the eternal awareness that witnesses all things. Long before you were born, that awareness existed, and long after your body dissolves into dust, that awareness continues untouched. Lesson 2, time moves in cycles, not straight lines. We've been taught to think of time as a straight arrow past, present, future, but that's an illusion. Tahuti was told by a higher being known as the Dweller, "Time changes not, but all things change in time." Imagine time as a great cosmic wheel spinning endlessly. You're not riding a line, you're moving through cycles. Birth, growth, decay, rebirth. Time doesn't flow like a river, it spirals like galaxies, like DNA. So you don't age in a straight line, you evolve through seasons. Lesson 3, death is not an end but a transition. Death. Our greatest fear is nothing more than a doorway, a shedding of skin, a change in frequency. The flame of life never dies. It shifts, it transforms. So why fear becoming what you already are? You are and always have been eternal awareness. Those who understand this greet death like an old friend, one who simply came to remind you that you are more than flesh. Lesson 4.3. Energy channels carry life through your body. Within you flow 3 rivers of light, 3 energy channels that carry your essence through the physical form. Today in Indian yogic traditions, they are known as Ida Pingala and Sushumna, the left, the right, and the central channels of prana or life force. When you master these currents, you begin to master life itself. Your breath becomes sacred. Your spine becomes a pillar of light. Lesson 5 of Atlantean, the law of the universe. The universe seeks one thing above all balance. Everything, every emotion, every thought, every planetary motion is striving toward equilibrium. Even when life feels chaotic, that chaos is just imbalance on its way to harmony. Your anger will pass, your sorrow will settle. Eventually stillness will return because balance is written into the blueprint of the cosmos. Lesson 6, emotional turmoil creates physical chaos. Modern science calls it psychosomatic illness. But 36,000 years ago, Tahuti already knew. Your emotions shape your body. When you harbor grief, anger, or fear, they don't just stay in your mind, they ripple through your cells. They become dis-ease. And when you find emotional harmony, the body follows. Healing begins. Lesson 7, Firestay, the inner power that transforms all. All there is a fire within you, have you felt it? Not the fire of rage, but the fire of transformation. The ancient texts speak of this power as a sacred inner sun, an alchemical flame that can burn away illusion, weakness, and ignorance. This fire is not outside you. It's waiting. It's watching. And when you are ready, it will rise. Lesson 8, knowledge without action is emptiness. You can read every book, watch every video, and quote every guru. But if you don't live the truth, it means nothing. Tahuti warns us knowledge without application creates nothing. Many scholars understand the tablets intellectually, yet remain lost. They are like food critics who starve because they never eat. To transform, you must live the wisdom, not just speak it. Lesson 9. Light is perfect order. Darkness is temporary disorder. Light is structure. Light is harmony. Darkness is not evil. It's just the absence of that structure. Your life's mission is to take the raw, chaotic materials of the world in your own mind and bring them into order, into light. You are not here to flee darkness. You are here to transform it. Lesson 10. Light and darkness are one true wisdom sees no enemy in darkness. Both light and dark emerge from the same divine source. Can you fear the dark if you understand it's born from the same womb as light, yin and yang? Night and day, destruction and creation. They are not opposites, they are partners. When you see this clearly, fear dies, and in its place, clarity is born. If even a part of this ancient arch wisdom resonates with something deep inside you, something beyond logic, beyond language, then let that part of you guide your path. Hit subscribe and keep walking with us through the knowledge that has survived the collapse of empires, the burning of libraries, and the forgetting of mankind. Lesson 11. Physical reality is vibration. Everything around you, your chair, your body, the air you breathe is not solid, it's vibration. Physical matter is nothing more than dense energy moving at specific frequencies. What you perceive as solid is simply your consciousness tuning into a particular range of vibration, much like a radio locks into a specific station. Tahuti taught this over 36,000 years ago. Today, quantum physics is finally catching up. So ask yourself what other realities exist on frequencies just outside your current perception. Lesson 12. Order from chaos. From the beginning, creation emerged from chaos. From the formless void came form. Tahuti explains that the primordial vibration, the first sound or word, was the organizing principle behind all reality. He instructs, sing thou the song of freedom, create the high vibration that will make thee one with the whole. This isn't metaphorical. Your voice, your words carry a frequency that shapes the world. You are not just a participant in creation, you are a co-creator. Lesson 13, curved space doesn't stretch in straight lines. It curves, bends, and folds. This idea isn't just esoteric, it was later confirmed by Einstein, who mathematically proved that gravity warps space itself. But thousands of years earlier, Tahuti understood it experientially. He taught that moving through angles creates resistance, while movement through curves allows freedom. What does this mean for us? It means that the path to liberation is not linear. It is spiral, soft, and fluid. Lesson 14, balancing polar energies. Your body is a vessel of duality, electric and magnetic, masculine and feminine, left and right. To preserve your vital energy, Tahuti gives a specific practice. Lie with your head pointed north for 1 hour each day, then turn and point it south for another hour. This simple act helps restore the magnetic balance in your body, too basic to be effective. That's the illusion. The greatest truths are often the simplest and most overlooked. Lesson 15, Earth is a conscious entity. The Earth is not just a planet, it is a living conscious being. It breathes, it pulses, it evolves just like you. The life force that flows through your veins is the same energy flowing through rivers, forests, and mountains. You do not live on Earth. You live with Earth. You are not a visitor, you are part of her body. Lesson 16, the flower of life pattern. The structure of all existence follows a sacred design called the flower of life. This geometric pattern is not just art, it's the blueprint of creation. Every living thing, every atom, every star is built upon this form. From this one pattern emerges all of sacred geometry, the seed of life, the tree of life, Metatron's cube. When you meditate on it, you begin to remember how everything connects. Lesson 17, personal transformation and universal evolution. Your growth is not isolated. Every step you take inward ripples outward. When you heal, you help the universe heal. When you evolve, the cosmos evolves with you. Skeptical, think of your body. What difference does a single cell make? Now imagine if every cell refused to evolve. You matter, more than you know. You are not just a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a single drop. Lesson 18, cyclical soul growth. The soul does not grow in straight lines, it moves cyclically like flames flickering in the dark. One moment it expands, stretching toward the heavens. The next it contracts, folding inward in stillness. But even what appears to be a regression is not a failure. It is often a necessary pause, a winding back to gather strength for a greater leap forward. Your soul is evolving always, just not always in the direction you expect. Lesson 19, 9 interlocked dimension. Reality is not limited to what your senses can touch or see. The universe is made up of 9 dimensions, intricately interwoven, each governed by distinct laws of consciousness. Modern string theory hints at similar truths, speaking of hidden dimensions that fold in on themselves like unseen layers of space. What ancient sages understood through inner vision, modern physicists are only now beginning to grasp through mathematics. These layers of existence surround you even now. Could you be walking through them without knowing? Lesson 20, heart wisdom. True wisdom does not live in the mind, it lives in the heart. The brain dissects, categorizes, and analyzes. But the heart simply knows. It feels the pulse of truth. It connects directly to the cosmos without needing proof. When you're lost, don't ask your mind what to do. Ask your heart, it already sees the path. Which of these ancient lessons stirs your soul the most? Does the idea of time looping in spirals defy what you've always believed? Does the possibility that you could one day be seen as a god of wisdom by future generations feel too far-fetched? Often your strongest resistance reveals your greatest opportunity for growth. Lesson 21, transcending physical limitations. The human body is capable of far more than you think. By consciously balancing polar energies within you and learning how to channel energy, you can push beyond ordinary limits. Have you ever seen Olympic athletes perform feats that seem almost supernatural? Most of them do this without understanding the ancient energy principles at work within them. But when applied consciously, those same forces can unlock incredible potential for anyone. Lesson 22, the Great Pyramid as a dimensional gateway. The Great Pyramid of Giza is no mere tomb. According to Thoth, it serves as a dimensional gateway, a structure that allows movement between realms of reality. How else can we explain its flawless alignment to celestial bodies or its uncanny encoding of universal constants? Its design is not a coincidence. It's a signal, a monument to ancient knowledge that far surpasses what we call modern today. Lesson 23, the Halls of Amenti. The Halls of Amenti are both a place and a state of being. They exist physically and consciously, hidden behind layers of vibration, accessible only through specific practices. These halls are gateways to multidimensional realities, realms that lie just beyond what the average mind can perceive. To enter, one must shift frequency, not location. Lesson 24, soul memory. When the physical body dies, your soul memory does not vanish. It remains intact, carried through the bridge of consciousness. Thoth teaches that by focusing your awareness at the point between the eyebrows, often called the third eye, you can maintain memory even during death. This mirrors teachings found in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, which describes similar transition practices. Death isn't the end, it's the continuation of memory in a different form. Lesson 20, dissolving dimensional barriers. There are methods described in the tablets that allow us to dissolve the barriers between dimensions. These techniques begin with meditation but do not end there. Meditation is merely the doorway. Beyond it lies a vast terrain of consciousness engineering designed to shift awareness and pierce the veils that separate realms. Lesson 26, the power of the word. Words are not just communication, they are creation. Every time you speak, your words ripple into existence and organize reality. The sound of your voice carries frequency and intent. Every syllable you utter shapes the energy field around you. So, what are you speaking into your life? Lesson 27, service and evolution. Growth accelerates through service. When you give without expectation, the universe expands through you. Selfishness restricts your flow. Generosity opens it. The more you offer to others, the more your own capacity grows like a cup that expands with each act of love. Lesson 28, true freedom through self-mastery. Freedom does not come from controlling the world. It comes from mastering yourself. Trying to control external events is an illusion, but learning to govern your inner world, That's where true power lies. When you master your thoughts, your emotions, your impulses, you step into a freedom no one can take from you. Lesson 29, creation from infinite potential. Creation doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from eternal elements being reorganized. There is no such thing as something new. Every creation is simply a new pattern, a new arrangement of infinite possibilities already present within consciousness. Lesson 30. Balancing power and wisdom. Power, when left unchecked by wisdom, becomes dangerous. History has shown us again and again strength without insight leads to destruction. Knowledge without ethics births monsters. That's why true power must always be held in the hands of the wise. Lesson 31. Ancient civilizations. Tahuti wrote of civilizations so advanced we still cannot grasp their achievements. We of the great race had knowledge beyond human understanding. Wisdom we gained from starborn races far beyond human comprehension. Were we really the first advanced civilization? Or are we simply recovering fragments from a long-forgotten golden age? Lesson 32. Recognizing true freedom. You were never truly imprisoned. The bars you feel are mental. The door is already open. But habit, fear, and belief keep you sitting in the cell. Freedom begins the moment you realize there's nothing holding you back but yourself. Lesson 30. Experiencing ultimate reality. Ultimate reality cannot be taught. It cannot be described. Words will always fall short. All these teachings point towards something you must experience for yourself. The truth waits in silence, behind the noise of thought. Lesson 34. Accumulated wisdom. If you truly absorb these teachings, if you live them, you will become a beacon for future generations. As I to thee am God by my knowledge, so ye too shall be gods of the future, because of your knowledge far above theirs. But with that potential comes a responsibility to rise to do the work and to embody the wisdom. Lesson 30. Cycles of knowledge. Like the soul, knowledge moves in cycles. It is discovered, forgotten, and rediscovered across time. Civilizations rise and fall, but the soul of humanity moves ever onward, never bound by a single place or age. Some say our ancestors journeyed to distant planets, continuing their evolution as consciousness in new forms. Is it myth or memory? The 7 Lords of Nine, and finally the 7 Lords of Nine mystical beings who oversee the evolution of the cosmos. Their powers stretch far beyond human comprehension. Each represents a function, a force, a key in the great design. Tahuti met them not in metaphor, but in direct experience. Among them, the Three of Darkness holds the key to all that is hidden. The mysteries deepen, and we are only beginning to remember. The Three Darkness Keeper. He is known simply as Three the Darkness Keeper, the one who governs shadow, death, and transformation. Tahuti described what he saw: a throne of darkness rising before him in a vast, endless space. From that darkness, flames erupted, one after another, emerging from the veil of night. He witnessed millions of soul lights, flickering like living fire, leaping into view, some shining brilliantly like blossoming flowers of flame. But this darkness is not evil. It is necessary. Three sends forth a force cloaked in shadow, binding souls into physical form. He governs the negative polarity, the limitation that allows structure to exist. Without boundaries, form could not take shape. Without darkness, light would have no contrast, no meaning. This Lord orchestrates death not as destruction, but as sacred transition. He creates the resistance needed for consciousness to evolve. Like soil nourishing a seed, darkness becomes the womb from which light is born. The Four, Life Awakener. In direct complement to Three, we meet Four, the Life Awakener, where Three binds, Four liberates. He is the bringer of light, the one who infuses the children of men with vital force. His body is radiant light, his face a living flame. He frees souls from the prisons of form and limitation. Four is the expansive surge of energy that pushes consciousness outward into creation, into growth. He is the burst of life that follows the stillness of death, the spark that ignites new beginnings. Where Three is containment, Four is release. Where Three is the vessel, Four is the energy that fills and eventually overflows that vessel. The Five Pattern Weaver. Next comes Five, the Pattern Weaver, master of magic, keeper of the word. He holds the key to how reality is shaped through sound and vibration. Five governs the sacred geometry of existence, the invisible framework that gives form to the formless. Through his knowledge, all things are woven together by the resonance of the spoken word. Tahuti echoed Five's lesson, Sing thou the song of freedom. Create the high vibration that will make thee one with the whole. Sound is not merely expression, it is creation itself. Properly modulated vibration can form or dissolve matter. 5 reveals that even solid objects are in truth frozen sound energy held in a resonant pattern. The 6 light guide. 6 is the light guide, the illuminator of paths. He is the Lord of inner light guiding souls through darkness, especially when all external lights have faded. His teachings remind us that illumination doesn't come from outside sources. It originates within. 6 awakens the realization that light is the soul's essential nature. Even in the deepest shadow, a spark remains waiting to be seen. He leads consciousness through the dim corridors between dimensions, helping it navigate the unknown. This light is not just visibility, it is clear perception, the vision that cuts through illusion and reveals truth. The 7 Space Weaver. 7 is the master of space and time, the Lord of boundaries. He governs the vastness, the fabric of reality itself. Space under his guidance is not emptiness, but a living medium connecting all manifestations in a single unified field. 7 teaches that time does not move in straight lines, but in cycles. From a higher perspective, past, present, and future coexist in one simultaneous now. This Lord manages the thresholds between dimensions, separating realities while also binding them together. With the right training, consciousness can navigate these realms as easily as walking through doors. The 8 Harmony Keeper. The 8th Lord is the Harmony Keeper. He weighs and balances the journeys of all souls. He doesn't punish, he recalibrates. His domain is karmic balance, the great scale that ensures no force grows unchecked and no act occurs without realignment. 8 ensures that cosmic evolution proceeds in harmony, even when appearances seem chaotic. He reminds us that excess always corrects itself, that imbalance always leans back towards center. This Lord reveals that opposing forces, when properly understood, are not in contradiction. They are partners in growth, complementing one another to maintain universal flow. The 9 Formless Source. Finally, we come to 9, the Formless Source. He is the origin of all things, the vast Father, shapeless yet ever-changing. From beyond all dualities, beyond gender, beyond thought, 9 contains a seed of every possibility. He is the place where all begins and the destination to which all returns. From this one formless essence, the other lords arise not as separate beings, but as aspects of one indivisible consciousness expressing itself through countless forms. 9 teaches that separation is illusion. Diversity is real, but beneath it lies unity. All life is connected. All paths lead home. Accessing the Lord's powers. Tahuti reveals that these lords are not only cosmic forces, they are also aspects of your own consciousness. Each quality they embody lives within you. And through specific vibrational practices, through frequency, intention, and devotion, you can activate these energies within yourself. With time and mastery, you can embody their power. You can become like Tahuti, a guide to others, a keeper of truth, a teacher of light, a bridge between worlds.